today we have a very unique guest.
Sports superpower.
So how you moved from the business owner of big gym to the IT ViWiN founder?
There are some values in my life, such as sports, healthy lifestyle, having good friends, networks.
ViWiN, the new app, which now in Dubai, which like you can make a profile, see some people where they do some sports, some events, some activities.
I really appreciate the communications.
He is called in his country Superman. Why? We will know.
Celebrities, artists, world champions, Olympic gold medalists. I invite this kind of people to share their knowledge, to share their expertise.
Welcome everyone to After Shower Podcast Season 2, here with this beautiful view. Yeah, we changed the location now because this is the new studio for Podcast Hub. You used to be with us in the other Podcast Hub, but now here's the beautiful view and also the best energy. And today we have a very unique guest. Actually, his first ever podcast in English language. He never done any podcast except in his native language, which you will know it soon. He is called in his country Superman. Why? We will know. And actually, he's a founder of a very big gym in his country. He's a founder of it. It's called Oxygen. Maybe you already knew where he is from. Now he's in Dubai. And there's a lot of things we're going to know about it today. So welcome, Amirhossein, and introduce yourself.
Thank you very much. Thanks for your invitation.
It's my pleasure.
I'm Amifar. My full name is Amirhossein Farzaneh, but I have simplified my name to AmiFar. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm an athlete. I have my own podcast, and now proudly I'm your guest.
Wow. How do you feel in After Shower Podcast Season 2?
It feels great, because this is the first time I'm talking in another
How do you like the idea of the rope?
I really admire you and your energy, and we are going to have a good time together.
Of course. The idea here is to be super chilled and all the time like speaking from your heart. The idea is to speak from your heart. And if you are the moment after sauna or steam room or, you did some sport and then you went sauna and now when you're in the rope, you speak from the heart. This after shower idea. And now we're in After Shower Podcast Season 2. We have a very unique guest. I'm really happy to have you here today. Thank you. And one of the things, why you're called Superman in your country?
My close friends and some people call me Superman, and this is my honor. But it's not because of a superpower. It's not because of a special power, speed, or capability of flying. Maybe it comes from my values and the things I have built in my life. I've been involved in sports for almost whole of my life. I've been involved in social responsibilities, and I believe to belonging to something bigger than yourself. There are some values in my life, such as sports, healthy lifestyle, having good friends, networks, communication.
By the way, guys, he's 47 years old. So you gotta tell us the secrets, how you stay young at 47. Maybe. You're close to 50 now. So at 50 years old, you're still looking that young. So what's the secret for this?
Because I have a very healthy lifestyle. I want to spend my life in the best way I can. I don't drink alcohol. I don't smoke anything. I have my
no alcohol, routine. No cigarettes, guys.
Nothing.
Yeah.
And I'm a vegetarian also.
Wow. I eat meat. It's okay.
I wake up at 4 o'clock and I'm involved in sports.
You're one of these guys who put the face in the eyes?
I don't think that reason. That's very silly at all. But no, I'm not that kind of person.
You don't do this?
That's just marketing.
Wow. So who are you? Like, let's now let the people know about you. Who are you?
If I want to end the previous part, I want to tell you I don't have any superpower. My superpower comes from sports, comes from my people, my friends, because I really appreciate the communications, the quality of communications. And, I have built my own life based on these values. I'm the founder of Oxygen Gyms because Oxygen was one of the most meaningful and influential brands in my country. It transformed the whole fitness
Which is
industry.
Iran, guys. This is one of the most famous gyms in Iran, in Tehran, by the way.
Thank you very much. And I have my own podcast. It calls AmiFar.
It's also famous podcast in Iran.
I hope so because I invite people from my network, people from different fields. entrepreneurs, celebrities, artists, world champions, Olympic gold medalists. I invite this kind of people to share their knowledge, to share their expertise through their real life stories to others. So I try to serve people with inviting these kind of people, helping them for self-development, because the whole concept of this podcast is around self-development and business development.
Knowledge. Yeah. Chill. After Shower Podcast, we are chilling. Yeah, and actually everyone heard of this ViWiN, the new app, which now in Dubai, which like you can make a profile, see some people where they do some sports, some events, some activities. He's a founder of ViWiN, so I wanted to know more about this. Let's let people know about it, because it's something healthy. Maybe they also become a Superman.
This is our slogan, because our slogan is sports superpower, because I believe in the superpower of sports and networking. You know, ViWiN is a platform that empowers every single person to share their passion for sports, communicating, networking, and monetizing their passion. And this is exactly what I want to do. And you know, we all live in a digital world, but we all are connected to each other, but at the same time we are disconnected. On social media we scroll, we swipe, but in the real world we miss some important things, like hugging each other, giving each other high fives, eye contacts. And in ViWiN we try to bring people to real life. We don't want to keep people behind the screens. We want to invite people to real life, to be connected to each other. We want to turn likes into movements. We want to turn follows into friendships. And this is exactly what we want to do.
So if you would describe ViWiN, the new application now, sports application, in just one small sentence, what would it be?
Sports superpower.
Sports superpower.
Yeah, exactly. Something beyond.
So everyone want to
physical.
have a superpower through sports should have ViWiN.
If you want to communicate, if you want to show your healthy lifestyle, if you want to find like-minded people, if you want to grow your business, this is the best way for going through ViWiN application, because it's not just an application, it's a philosophy of life, it's a movement.
Wow, how many users now are using?
After a few months, we have almost 7,000 users, and we are growing
7,000 users using your new application.
Yeah.
How did you get this idea? Like, came to your mind? You had a gym, you were founder of a big gym. How did you transfer your gym business into now application?
Exactly.
It's kind of a little bit of IT, right?
Exactly.
So how you moved from the business owner of big gym to the IT ViWiN founder?
Exactly. You know, I come from traditional business, you know, because gym industry is a traditional business. I wanted to find something more. I wanted to influence more people, serve more people, and I want to have an international approach. And this is exactly what I wanted to do in digital world through a startup. And now I'm in Dubai, because Dubai is a significant place. It's more than just a business hub. It's a hub. It's a human hub. Dubai is a human hub. And, you know, lots of significant people from different nationalities have gathered. They are seeking opportunities, growth, and communications.
Working hard from night to morning to night. Yeah.
Exactly. And this is a perfect place for establishing your company based on communication, based on international approach.
Yeah. If someone like passing through now hard time, being unable to make sports because they went very big and overweight and, you know, eating fast food, and they want to start somehow, what will be the strategy you give it to them as the guy who is always in sport? What you would advise, your advice for people who want to start to be healthy, go to events, go to yoga, go to cycling, go to running, you know? What would be your advice to them?
You should improve your network. You should find like-minded people. You should communicate with people who want to live like you. It's very important. And these long journeys starts with small steps. You should take your first step, finding like-minded people. And ViWiN can help you to find like-minded people. And it doesn't belong to professional athletes. It belongs to everyone who are in love with sports. You can organize your own events. You can participate in others' event. You can walk with people. You can run with people. You can organize high intensity trainings and everything related to sports.
So how it works? Like now let's say I play paddle every day. Sometimes I struggle to find players. How can I use ViWiN to make me find players?
Very well. You can organize your own paddle event. For example, a public event. You can, because when you organize a public event, everyone are allowed to participate in your event.
Okay.
When you organize your private event, people need your permission.
to join.
And
Okay.
you can organize your paid event. People should pay to participate in your own events.
Okay. So I create an event paddle and then they will see the location and then they can
Exactly.
join my... Wow, that's so easy.
It's very easy, and
That's genius.
for getting the best result, you should post a story inviting your people, your followers to participate, and you can share the link of your...
Also, you can make
event.
stories in ViWiN.
Exactly. No, you should make stories on your social
your
media,
social
like
media, okay.
TikTok, your Instagram. What you
Yeah,
can
yeah.
share the link of
The
your...
link of the event and then
event.
they will join, yeah?
Exactly.
Wow, this is actually genius. Like you alone came with this idea?
You know,
How you came up with this idea?
I was thinking about something more influential. Maybe 6 years ago, I made a decision to do something bigger than oxygen gyms. And through these 6 years, now I have created this and I'm in love with this project. And I have found lots of good friends. You know, I'm new in this city, but now I have...
But why you are now in Dubai, launching this app here, not in Tehran?
Because as I mentioned before, this city has a very significant situation. It's not just a business hub, it's a hub, it's a people hub, it's a
lifestyle
human, it's a
of
lifestyle.
work, safety,
It's growing
and
fast,
everything,
safety, lots of good things, infrastructures, people from different countries, different nationalities collaborating with each other in peace, and everything is beautiful. And the whole infrastructures for your international approach is available here.
That's true. You're right. Dubai is the safest place and the place where you meet like-minded. You're true.
Exactly.
And grow together.
Exactly.
So now about you. Like you made a podcast with very also influential people. Who was the most influencing people you did a podcast with?
Lots of people, because I have published more than 100 episodes. And
Wow, 100 episodes.
Yes. And
What was the one podcast you never forgot?
one of them is Mr. Shaheen Fatemi. He is the founder of one of the most important brands in our fashion industry. Another person who is the founder of the most important bookstore in our country.
Bookstore.
Yes.
Wow.
Mr. Firuzan, Mr. Shaheen Fatemi, and some different people from different fields. But I really like these two episodes.
No, I'm happy to have you here in Aftershock Podcast Season 2. Really, thanks for coming. It's such big pleasure.
Thank you very much.
Okay, I wanted to know what motivates you the most. What's your motivation? Why you want to do this? Why 6 years you're working this? What's your why?
You know, living my values based on my capabilities. I have been good at the sports. I like communications. I like networking. And when you live the things you admire, it fuels you. It gives you energy. And
Yes.
when you live in a way you like and you feel dedicated and belong to something greater than yourself, you give meaning to your life.
That's true. So when did you find the purpose of your life? What happened for you to
It doesn't
understand
happen instantly. You should live, you should try, you should take
when was the
yourself-
moment you understand that you know yourself?
I don't remember. I founded myself through my professional career because before starting my professional career, I was very shy. I didn't have any significant capabilities. But when I started my own job, I learned lots of things, how to marketing, branding, HR, strategic problem solving. And through this way, I learned lots of things, and I found just myself.
Wow, this is really inspiring, and it's good that you're now in Dubai. You came in the right time, and I'm glad to meet you here also. So usually in podcast, after shower podcast, I give you a chance to ask me 5 questions.
Really?
Yeah. So if you have, that's a surprise. Yeah, you don't know about
Surprise.
this. Yeah. So you can ask me 5 fast questions, and I
Okay.
have the right to skip 2 if
Really?
it's very hard. Yeah. Some people
Oh.
ask very hard questions. So remember, guys, what happened in the season 1.
When did you find yourself?
I'm still looking for myself.
Really? Because it's a journey. Because this is the correct answer. Because it's a journey. Sometimes you think you have found yourself, and through the time you realize that you should
Yeah.
refine the whole mindset.
2020, I started more know myself. 2020, I started more also take brave decisions, leaving the corporate life, starting my own things. So also 2020 was maybe the year I also try to understand a lot about nutrition. I read this big book, The American Nutrition. You know, it's a huge book. So yeah, I started change maybe 2020.
I want to
Little
ask
bit.
you a question, because your outlook is a person who's energetic, he is healthy, he has a very good social media. But I want to ask you, what you have learned from your failures.
First of all, to never give up, because every failure is a lesson. Really, this is true. Like, there's no failure. Failure is when you give up. You know, you now go try to play tennis first time. You fail. But if you stop, you will never be a player. But if you go every day, train every day, after 6 months, you can play paddle tennis, right?
Okay.
Like, let's speak about paddle. Paddle now is very famous sport. Everyone knows about paddle. It's becoming very trending sport, right? Why? Because it takes your mind away from distraction, and you focus in the ball, right? When you play, after a while, you disconnect. It's like meditation. You start to focus in the ball play. I started paddle only 3 months ago in my life. 3 months ago, I couldn't hold the racket. But I went to tournament, professional guys. I played the tournament. People say, are you crazy? I tell me, yes, I'm crazy. I want to see the level, how is it? After the tournament, I promised myself that I will train every day. I trained more than 65 hours. Now I became on a level which I was in the semifinals last weekend.
Okay.
Only 3 months took me. But if I say first day I failed and everyone better than me, no, they're not better than me. They just started before me. That's the thing. That's failure. People started before you. You now started with your application. You'll be in the stage you just started. But some people doing application for 10 years. Some people doing it for 8 years, right? So you will have to understand they're not anyhow better than you. They just started before you, and they have the knowledge which you will get now in the way. The only thing, don't stop, because failure is when you leave. When I leave the court, I say, paddle is hard for me. This failure. But if I say, no, I will go, I will push, I will try, that's mean failure was a lesson. I lost the matches when I played 3 months ago. Now I'm winning 6 matches in a row, you know, and only 3 months. So failure moves me to understand that I didn't learn this. I didn't understand this. I need to learn, I need to push, I need to try again.
Okay, how much do you know yourself?
How much do I know myself? I spent the last 10 years looking for myself. I've been
For
living in
example,
Russia, I've been studying, so I'm trying to understand myself.
And I want to know, what's the most important passion in your life?
Passion is creating. My most important passion is always to create something, like create content, create something nice, create some art, create. So my passion is definitely about creating something was not here. You know, something like creation. Like I try to create podcast different way. My passion always like this, to see that I could do something in a nice creative way. Not take something and just copy it without creating anything. You know, like creation
Since
is
you're
nice.
living your passion right now.
I just started, yeah. It's the beginning. Yeah, still long way to go.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about your weaknesses?
Weaknesses is I can be depressed when a lot of things not done. It's a big weakness I have. Like today I wake up sunrise, I was doing 100 things. Today I'm happy because I went through the day. I went first Pilates, meeting, and then paddle match, and then wakeboard, and then meeting, and then shooting, and then now here podcast. So now I feel very happy. I'm going after I have training. But if I wake up and they say I'm just stuck with some work and some meetings and didn't do the things I'd love my day to be full of, creation and beauty, yeah, I feel depressed so much. So this is a weak point for me. I need to understand some days are up, some days are down. I have to adapt to this. What about you? What's your weakness?
One more question, because people know me because of this sentence. Because when I see my friends, I want to ask them a question, and I always ask my friends to give me a good news about yourself. Give me a good news about yourself.
Yeah, good news that I was in the semi-final in paddle last weekend, and I'm very excited that next tournament I want to win it. So
surprisingly, sometimes when you ask this question, because this is a part of my life, asking these questions. And
so what about you? Give me good news.
I'm establishing my company in another country. I'm here with you for the first time. I'm pushing my limits. I'm talking in another language. And
but really, if someone now in Iran and he want to do like you, what would be your advice to him? Give him a roadmap.
To people?
To someone who want to start to be like you, or also leave Iran, establish company, do business. Like, what would be your advice? And like, look at him in the camera and tell him what to do.
It's
like,
a long journey, you know.
Yeah, but what's the strategy?
As you mentioned before, I'm 46 years old right now, and people shouldn't compare me with themselves. I started almost 25 years ago. I have experienced
but
lots
maybe
of
one
things.
word you tell him now, or one strategy will change their life. So
knowing yourself, finding your capabilities, and putting your energy on the things that you are good at. It's a successful strategy. You should find your capabilities, and it's not easy. You should put yourself
find what you're
in
good
different,
at and keep doing it.
And you should put yourself in different situations, and you should analyze yourself. You should get feedback from people, and this is very important. And this is not easy.
It's not easy.
You should find yourself in different situations, and you should analyze what's your result, and you should find what gives you good feelings. But you don't know expect you putting yourself in different situations.
Yeah, I like this.
And it takes time.
It takes time, yeah. So what is your weakness? You're asking me this question.
I'm not good at numbers, for example, in my own business.
Yeah.
I'm not good in accounting, for example, in laws, in rules. So I should find people.
So I have a vacancy for some accountant, guys. If someone want to work with him, accountant, he can work.
I know what I'm good at. For example, I'm good at communications, negotiations, marketing, branding.
Amazing. And creating new apps.
Creating
ViWiN. Guys, ViWiN. Tell us more about it. I give you now a chance to say things to the camera about ViWiN. ViWiN is a new application. We're going to know everything about it from the founder himself, Amirhossein.
I really like ViWiN because it's not just an application. It's a movement. It's a philosophy of life. It brings real life to people's life. You know, it doesn't keep you behind your screens. We try to build something more than just features. We don't just connect and collect data. We try to connect and collect people to each other. And this is a sports superpower.
That's so inspiring. If you would like describe this application, your application, ViWiN, in one word, what would it be?
Passion for sports.
Passion.
Yes.
Wow. That's so good. So guys, I'm going now to download ViWiN because I love sports. I want to create a match of paddle. Who want to play paddle with me? You want to play paddle with me? DM. Yo, let's go and download ViWiN. Thank you so much for being an After Shower Podcast Season 2. Guys, if you have any more questions to him or to me, write in the comments. We're going to make episode 2 with him, part 2. Okay, we're going to make another episode, part 2, After Shower Podcast with him answering your questions. All right, so thank you so much for watching.